gosh. Okay then. Oh boy. All right. Also, before I start this, I am just. Also, before I start this, what am I trying to say? Anyways, before I start this, remember that I'm still learning Flipperclip. So, not Flipperclip Critter, since Flipperclip can't download. So, yeah, have mercy upon my soul, please. Anyways, so you saw the. Anyways, jokes aside and stuff, you saw the video. I made the video. Oh, you saw the video title. I made the title. And yeah, school rules make no freaking sense. I get it. It. I get it. the youth must. The youth must learn from those who've walked the path before them. Only by the. Okay, no, no, that was the corniest stuff I've ever done in my life. Yo. Anyways, holy crap. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is that I get why school exists, even though I hate it. Just the way it's carried out is so abysmally done that it may as well have not existed. Somebody, anybody, tell me why we need to get a piece of paper or plastic just to use the goddamn bathroom, bruh. Sorry, had a bit mad there. Alright then, so, anyways, I'm just gonna start with this now and stop stalling. All the way back, like 2 or 3 months ago, I was just in class. Our class, to be specific, and our teacher, who I'm just gonna call Mr. Taylor. I gave him a regular name because he was one of my favorite teachers. The art teachers are usually chill, and this one was no exception. Anyways, and I feel like my voice is getting quiet. Anyways, um, okay, yeah, that he also actually taught not like some chill teachers don't teach, but 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 Mr. Taylor here taught and was chill, so best of both worlds. Anyways, he had us drawing things from different angles for like perspective assignment or whatever, or like chairs, not people, different objects entirely. Yeah, and for the last week or two, and I just kind of got used to it. Then this dude, Mr. Taylor, proceeded to bring out this world tree looking ass stick to draw. Like, now, why I say world tree, you ask? Great question. That's because it had more twists and stuff on a single brush than I'd ever seen on any sort of tree. Now, being the average or below average art student, as you could probably tell from the art style, I began to worry like a lot. And underneath my breath, I said, Bumbleclot, very quietly, like that quiet, I guess, depending on the video quality. Um, so yeah, but guess what? I said it so under my breath that not even my friends beside me could hear it. And guess what? Somehow, Mr. Taylor here, with daredevil eye ears, like he's got a sixth sense or something, heard me and asked, "What did you say?" Now, mind you, it wasn't directed at him or anybody else, just from shock of looking at this thing he calls a stick. And the fact that this dude heard me still confuses and baffles me to this day. Anyways, we joked about it, and this dude at the end of class put my bag in the other art teacher's class, who, guess what, is one of the vice principals. Now you know I'm cooked. I went to go get my bag, and for your intel, I was chill with this dude, but when he called me back, I just felt like this. I proceeded to get the definition of an earful and something about cussing out in public. You people can't, you students feel like big man doing this and and yada yada yada. And then he gave me an order mark. Now, for you non-British school homies, even though I'm not from Europe, let me explain the system we got. The a demerit is something you get for disrespecting and breaking school rules. rules. Three demerits is one order mark. Three order marks is a suspension. And I think three suspensions is an expulsion. So yeah, that's how it goes. And I got an order mark. Great. Overreacting ass. Anyways, thankfully it ain't on my report, or yet at least. So yeah, I don't know how that would be a rule in the first place. I'm kind of just yapping about school. My second experience follows this very biased rule. Now, in my school, the only sort of clothing or merchandise you can wear that isn't the uniform is the school's merchandise. Like their dog. Nope, don't curse, don't curse. Like their absolutely buns jackets. In geo class once, I was talking to my friend who wanted to be referred as Fate for some reason. F- and it was pretty normal for a bit at least. We were talking about some random BS games, making games and whatever. Now, if I got punished for talking, it's fair, I guess, because the teachers don't want students to get distracted. But of course, it couldn't be that simple. Now, at this time, I wore a ring, not for a joke or because I was playing around our apartment of mine. I am single and wish to stay that way for a good while. It was for good luck. Now I know that sounds stupid, but I swear to you that thing actually worked. Who knew a silver Eastern dragon on a ring could do wonders? For context, in my friend group, it is pretty known that I have horrendous luck. Absolutely abysmal. So bad that it wouldn't be surprising if I got struck by lightning 5 times. And because of that, I kid you not, it's and my geo teacher, of course, had to take it from me. And because of that, I kid you not, it's like my luck doubled in the opposite direction. Probably something you've seen in a billion YouTube videos now have said this, but why does school ban sweaters? Or better yet, my prized possession, my hoodies. Now, before you asked, no, I am not emo or a pick me. I hate those things. I am just very cold sensitive. For some reason, I can stand the heat. I can run for hours in PE. Without well, I can get tired in PE, but not from the heat. But for some reason, the second I feel a slightest breeze, well, not yeah, for a slightest breeze, I get cold. I don't know what's up with my body. I probably need to get that checked or something. Anyways, now get this. You can only wear the jacket my school made, like I said earlier. I get if they were banned, if there was inappropriate stuff on them. But guess what? I only had a black or dark blue hoodie with nothing's on them. Like, come on, man. Somewhere in that rule book, I think that students are not allowed to use phones. Would have been fine if it was talking about using phones during class, but no! They gotta take them before 4 o'clock. My school time ends at 3. Let that sink in real quick. My school's ending time ends at 3, and we can't use the phones until 4. Somebody tell me what sense that makes! Oh my god. And then the Chromebook. This is the final story I'm saying for today. It was back in 7th grade. I was in FNCM class, which is just sewing and cooking class in my school. And our teacher wasn't at school that day. So I started doing my own thing. In grade 7, everything was banned before the proxy saved us. So yeah, since we never knew what proxies were, I was just reading a Wikipedia page about a pirate named John Paul. It was pretty interesting, so I got deep into it. Then this short teacher with the textbook definition of a stickler for rules came in. I wasn't doing anything wrong, in the slightest, just reading. But this woman, who I'm going to call Miss McForehead because I don't like her, looked at me and said in an angry voice, "What ya do?" I said, "Just reading a wiki." This woman, this thing. Okay, calm myself. I'm gonna start sound like Naoya if I don't calm down. Said this. Yawanwa. Okay, I can't. Forgive me. I can't pronounce patois even though I'm Jamaican. Y- Yawanwan wicked automark. Thankfully, I actually didn't get it because the teachers with sticks up there can't do that. Man, of course, the recording's short by exactly 22 seconds. Even down to the millisecond, exactly 22 seconds, bro. Oh, it's short. Like, come on. Alright, I'm just making this random bit so I can fit in. So, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And, last 1 second. Alright. I don't know if I'm gonna get good at this or not in the future, but whatever. So yeah, it took me quite a bit to upload this video because I was actually planning from the first minute, as you could see, to make a full animation of this. But I am one man, and I cannot do that. Like I could, but Jesus Christ, it takes so long and it's so crushing. I just couldn't draw my own OCs for a couple days because I didn't want to animate the video or even think about making the video. So straight up, these past few days I've just been drawing people's OCs. So yeah, that's on my part, my fault. In the future, though, I'm just going to make these these story times, just the PNGs, and specifically some drawings, I guess. So, yeah, that was my story time on. What am I saying? Think that was my thing on school rules, making no sense to me at least. Stay in school though. Whatever. See you later.